day. Welcome back to this educational video about English language teaching. In today's session, we are going to explore one of the old and most influential teaching method in the story of language learning. This material about grammar translation method or GTM. If you currently studying English language teaching methodology, preparing for a core-teaching assessment, or working on a teaching practicum, this video will help we are understanding of the grammar translation method from its background, characteristic, technique, event text, different type, an example of how to teach using this method. Let's get to the start. Come on. Okay, everyone. This one is explain about the grammar translation method. The grammar translation method focuses heavily on translation, memorizing of vocabulary, and explicit grammar. This method does not aim to develop speaking or listening skill. Instead, the main goal to help learner read and understanding writing skill or writing text. Intinya grammar translation method is how you understanding, memorizing of vocabulary, and bagaimana pengaplikasiannya dalam metode dalam aturan-aturan grammar. And the session not focus on speaking or reading or communication, because this learning is help you are understanding how understanding writing text is good, is better. Until now, everyone, any question? Okay. Okay, everyone. If your teacher ever said things like, here the grammar rules in this, for example, and now translate the sentence. All this itu that have a point. For example, focus on reading and writing. Number 2 is translation between learner 1 and learner 2. Number 3 is split the grammar. Number 3 is split the grammar instruction, memorizing of vocabulary, list, query, over fluency. The method originated from the teaching of classical language such as Latin and Greek in abad 18 tahun dan 19 tahun countries. At that time, language were not taught for communication. They were taught for reading, academic, philosophical, and literary texts. Because of the purpose, GTM became the rule writing method, not for communication and anything else. Not communication, not reading, not speaking, but this purpose is how the student understanding the rule of writing text. Seperti itu. The characteristic explain grammar rule phrase. Then student apply them. Number one, use of the mother tongue. The student first language is used frequently for explanation. Ketika penerjemahan ini diharapkan guru itu mengulang bagaimana tuh teknik dari grammar, aturan dari grammar ini. Baru student apply for them and use phrase language. Number two is expressive on reading and writing, speaking as listening are not the main goal. Jadi seperti yang dikatakan tadi, speaking, reading, listening not the goals of the grammar translation method. If bisa dikatakan bisa untuk membantu, tapi this is moment no have the goals. Number four is translation exercise. Student translate sentence or paragraph both ways. The student translation of the paragraph or the sentence dengan urut. Number five is vocabulary list. Student memorize word list with direct meaning. So the student have memorized vocabulary. The memorize vocabulary memorized with word list or direct meanings. Number six is focus on actuary. Producing grammatically correct sentence is top priority. The goals of grammar translation method include developing the ability to read literature in the target language, building strong grammar knowledge, improving writing accuracy, training analytical thinking through translation. Grammar translation method have its advantage and disadvantage. Some advantage of grammar translation method is easy to implement, good for large classes, strong grammar foundation, useful for academic purpose, help learners read long. Some disadvantage of grammar translation method is does not promote speaking or listening. Students become passive. Disadvantage student itu kayak tidak dapat kayak tidak mendapatkan dari speaking, tidak mendapatkan improve of speaking or learning, and pembelajaran menjadi pasif di kelas seperti itu. Kurang kayak the student passive on work assessment on the book, kayak fokus terus di buku, kayak kurang efektif seperti itu. In method is the role of the teacher and student are very clear. Teacher rules auditory and knowledge charts, explain grammar rules, provide translation text, correct error directly. Student role listen and take notice. The student role the when the student list and take in this part. So the method is teacher, current, center, and highly structured. Okay, everyone. Today, this material about grammar translation method is simple past tense. In here, do you know simple past tense? Okay. Simple past tense is used to express action that happened in the past. Okay, come on, guys. In this moment, I want to explain about simple past tense. Apa sih itu simple past tense? Oke, aku jelaskan. Simple past tense digunakan untuk masa lampau. For example is last night, yesterday, last night, last Monday, and anything else. Rumus dari simple past tense is subject plus verb. Verb seperti studi menjadi study. Oke, langsung ke contoh selanjutnya yaitu nomor 1. From the example from English to Indonesian. Number 1 is I visit my grandmother yesterday. I sebagai subjek, visit menjadi verb yang from verb is visit menjadi verb is visit. My grandmother is complement or keterangan. Yesterday menjadi simple past tense. Okay, everyone, and now, do you have any question, guys? Okay, if you have now any question, I get the next example. Number 2. She noodles this morning. dari single past tense ada verb to, jadi menjadi kok menjadi bukan ada tadinya. Noodle menjadi komplement atau kata keterangan. This morning menjadi simple past tense. Kenapa this morning disebut simple past tense kan pagi ini? Karena dia kan sudah menjalankan kayak pagi ini, malam ini, siang ini, tapi dia sudah berlalu. Itu dinamakan bisa dijadikan simple past tense. Do you have any question, guys? Okay. The next example Indonesia from English. A book yesterday. I menjadi subjek, verb menjadi verb dua. Oke, Bu, kalau katanya verb dua itu harus berubah, tapi ya kenapa harus berubah? Karena ini adalah verb yang tidak berubah seperti kata ini. Bu menjadi komplement atau kata keterangan. Yesterday menjadi simple past tense karena dia lampau yang menjelaskan kata yang sudah dilakukan. The next example for this we are studying English last ini menjadi subjek. Subjek adalah I, you, me, they, she, he. R menjadi to be. Tadi menjadi verb dua. Studied yang studied from verb one is study. Change for verb two is study. Additional English sebagai komplement atau kata keterangan. Last night menjadi simple past tense. Seperti contoh-contoh sebelumnya. The conclusion is simple past tense is used for masa lampau. Seperti last night, yesterday, Sunday. Okay guys, if you no question, I want to close this meeting or this question about simple past tense. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you. Attack grammar translation method is considered additional. It can still be useful as a supporting method. Many teachers combine grammar translation methods such as GTL or text-based learning to create a balance of classroom. Seperti itu, guys. The complete explanation of the grammar translation method. I hope this video help you understanding the method clearly from its background, characteristic, teaching demonstration, and its relevant in today of classroom. Thank you everyone for your watching my video. Semoga apa yang aku sampaikan bisa help you understanding of grammar translation method. See you.